All right, let's talk about the future. We're looking ahead to 2026, and there's a huge update coming for ChatGPT. And listen, this isn't just about making a chatbot a little bit smarter. No, this is a complete reinvention of how we're all going to interact with AI. So, what's really going on?
So let me ask you something right off the bat. Do you think of AI as, just a handy tool for answering questions or maybe drafting a quick email? If you're nodding along, you're definitely not alone, but that whole way of thinking is about to become seriously outdated.
Because what's happening is the world of AI is literally about to split in two. You're going to have people on one side who are still just typing in basic prompts, the old way. And then on the other side, you'll have people who are automating huge chunks of their work and their lives. The 2026 update, well, that's the fork in the road. And understanding this change is absolutely crucial if you want to be on the right side of that divide. So what is this massive shift I'm talking about? Well, it's the evolution from a simple chatbot, something that just talks to you, to what we call an autonomous agent, something that actually acts for you. This is the big idea we really need to get our heads around.
And to really understand this, let's use a simple analogy. This one really frames the new reality perfectly. I want you to think about it as shifting from a massive digital library to your own personal butler.
This slide really just lays it all out, doesn't it? Right now, ChatGPT is like a giant digital library. It's amazing, but you have to go in, you have to ask the right question, and then you have to take the answer and do something with it. The work is still on you. But the 2026 AI, that's your personal butler. It doesn't just give you information. It understands the context of your request, and, this is the key, it takes action on your behalf, right inside your other apps. Here's a great way to think about it. The AI you use today can give you a recipe for dinner. The 2026 AI has the keys to your digital life. It can look at your calendar, check your grocery app to see what you need, order the ingredients, schedule the delivery. It does the whole thing. It doesn't just talk, it does. That right there is what we mean by Agentic AI. So you're probably wondering, how on earth is this even possible? Well, it's not magic, I promise. This entire transformation is really built on three core technological pillars. So let's pop the hood and see what's really driving this thing. These are the three big ones: persistent memory, multimodal reasoning, and action connectors. You put these three together, and you have the foundation for a truly autonomous AI agent. Let's break down what each of these actually means.
First up, persistent memory. You know how frustrating it is when you have to remind ChatGPT about the context and the details every single time you start a new chat? Yeah, that's about to be a thing of the past. With persistent memory, the AI will remember your projects, your unique writing style, your goals, everything. It learns who you are and gets smarter and more helpful with every single conversation.
Next, we have multimodal reasoning. This is where the AI basically gets eyes and ears. It's no longer just stuck with text. It'll be able to watch a live video or look at your screen while you're sharing it and understand what's happening in real time. Just imagine customer support where an agent can see the problem on your screen and guide you, instead of just guessing based on your description. It's a total game changer. And finally, action connectors. This is the piece that gives the AI its hands. This allows it to directly reach into your other apps and get things done. We're talking no more copying and pasting between windows. You could just tell your AI to analyze sales data, build a chart in Excel, share it in Slack, and then draft an email summary in Gmail. It just does it. Okay, so now that we know how it all works, let's get into some of the insider stuff. This is what the experts are really talking about, the things that go beyond the big public announcements. Here's a huge one. For a long time, the myth was bigger is always better when it comes to AI models. But the expert reality is that the focus is shifting to something called cognitive density. This means creating smaller, leaner models that are way more efficient and powerful for specific tasks. Think of it like a surgeon's scalpel versus a sledgehammer. The future is about precision and efficiency. And here are two more really interesting insights. First, zero-latency voice. This means conversations with AI are going to feel completely natural. No awkward pauses. The AI will respond instantly. It might even interrupt you to make a point, just like a real person. Second, and this is so important, is the idea of health and privacy silos. A dedicated health space will be created to make sure your sensitive medical data is kept completely separate, fully encrypted, and never, ever used for training other models. That's a massive step for building trust. So, the million-dollar question: what do you do with all this information? Because this isn't just some far-off theory for 2026. You really need to start preparing for this shift today. So let's get into your action plan. And if you need proof of why this matters now, just look at this.
One creator, who had early access to these kinds of tools, scheduled their entire month of content in just 10 minutes. 10 minutes! How? They didn't just ask the AI to write some posts. They gave it access. They connected it to their calendar, to their analytics, to their past work. They treated it like an agent, not a search box. And that's the power we all need to start tapping into.
So here it is, your 3-step plan to get ready for this new world. Number 1, stop basic prompting. Number 2, audit your workflow. And number 3, clean up your data. Let's just quickly touch on what each of these really means.
So instead of saying, write a blog post, you need to start context bundling, giving the AI all the relevant documents and background info it needs to do a great job. Then look at your daily work. What are the boring, repetitive tasks you do over and over? Start thinking about those as jobs for a future custom agent. And finally, get your digital house in order. Organize your files and data so they're clean and ready to read. An agent is only as good as the information it can access.
Ultimately, it really all comes down to this choice right here. The agentic era of AI is coming, whether we're ready or not. So the question is, will you continue to be a tool user, manually guiding your AI through every little task? Or will you step up and become a leader? Someone who knows how to direct these powerful, autonomous agents to achieve incredible things? The choice is yours.